thanks for checking in with Maine's Total Weather. I'm Chief Meteorologist Roger Griswold. I want to spend the next few minutes giving you a detailed and comprehensive discussion of Hurricane Lee as it heads our way. So sit back and get comfortable, and we're going to tell you everything you need to know about the approaching storm system. Hurricane Lee, as of 5 o'clock this afternoon, the tropical storm watch has been converted to a tropical storm warning. This does include York County up through Casco Bay, the greater Portland area, the mid-coast as well, Route 1 corridor all the way out to Rockland, Penobscot Bay, Matinicus, Monhegan, the offshore waters. And where there was a hurricane watch, that has now been converted to a tropical storm warning along the down east coast, the adjacent waters, and northward back up into the Bangor area. So the 5 o'clock advisory from the Hurricane Center had sustained winds at 85 miles per hour. So that is down a notch. Still gusts up over 100 miles per hour, and that movement now is north and picking up speed at about 15 miles per hour. So you've got an accelerating storm system. The barometer is up just a little bit at 957 millibars. Now, as far as the wind arrival time, here's where we're looking at with an accelerated storm system. These numbers have been sort of pushed up a little bit. Friday night, tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, those 40 mile per hour winds, tropical storm force, are likely to be approaching southern New England. By Saturday morning, they're now approaching Penobscot Bay. So early in the morning on Saturday, the wind is going to ramp up, and the peak of the storm likely midday into the early part of the afternoon. You can see here that it isn't until morning hours for Penobscot Bay, but down east, it's even a little bit later. So as far as the wind impacts from Lee, maximum gusts of 40 to 60 miles per hour with some trees snapped or uprooted. Things are very wet out there, and that may lead ultimately to some power outages. Rain impacts from Lee, the overall amounts will be generally 1 to 3 inches, which is pretty reasonable. Greatest impact is likely to be along the mid-coast, and low spots and poor drainage areas may flood. And finally, along the ocean, high surf and pounding wave is going to cause some damage to our coastline. Near shore roads and parking lots may flood, and minor to moderate beach erosion, so that is fairly significant. During the day tomorrow, we'll start with sunshine, and then you're going to see high clouds begin to spill in. The storm system itself is interesting because the intensity is going down, the wind speeds are going down, but the overall size of the storm continues to expand. And this is what, as the National Hurricane Center has said, may catch many folks by surprise. The area shaded in yellow here is tropical storm force wind. So from one edge of the storm to the other edge of the storm system is over 550 miles. That is massive for tropical storms. Now the hurricane portion of it, which is the inner cone here, that cell of orange, is about 86 miles from the center to the diameter. So let's break it down for you. We'll start in York and Cumberland County. Northerly winds expected, gusting to 50 miles per hour. Rainfall amounts probably less than an inch because you're on the western side of the storm. There'll be limited damaging wind, high surf and rip currents, and beach erosion is a concern. Now we'll move up the coast to the mid-coast, where I think the rainfall amounts are going to be a little bit higher, especially Camden, Rockland area, upwards to an inch or to an inch and a half. There could be some tropical downpours as well. Winds gusting 50 miles per hour, but the islands and peninsulas may see gusts approaching 60 miles per hour. Some damage and outages more likely with high surf. You know, offshore waves are going to be building 10 to 15 feet. In fact, you get far enough out, you could have 18 or 20 footers. Inland areas, the Capital District, Waterville, back to Augusta, northerly winds gusting close to 50 miles per hour, lesser as far as the rainfall amounts, and isolated damage from wind and maybe some of those passing tropical showers. And final stop is up in the mountains from Bethel to Rangeley back into northern New Hampshire. Winds may gust at tops to 45 miles per hour, but much less impact because you're farther from the storm, less in the way of rain, and any damage would be isolated at best. So putting it all together, we've still got one more day. We want to follow the forecast, and I repeat, follow the forecast tonight, tomorrow, and right through the storm, as any changes could mean some big impacts to the overall weather. 8-day forecast, total weather alert for Saturday, but hey, if you're looking for sunshine and that feel of fall, next week is looking nice.